slow.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the program.
Shout out to Airtime, y'all podcast.
Yes, sir.
Like, subscribe, share, Airtime Podcast.
Brin Alexander, it's your big night.
Woo!
How do you feel?
Pretty good. Another night living.
Yeah. You've kind of been like the talk of the town, talk of the snowboard community for like, I don't know, it feels like a really long time, 5 years as a up-and-comer. Do you feel like you finally are no longer an up-and-comer?
I don't know. I'm 30.
Damn. Yeah, you're.
So yeah, I'm getting old.
I feel like you're 30. You're in your stride. You're here. You're no longer underrated. You're Brin fucking Alexander.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. How was filming last year with all the old heads?
Pretty sick. Going out with Manboys is dope. They're basically just like a bunch of teenagers that are 35 still. Yeah, I mean, you know, they know where the spots are too, which helps a lot. They know how to build jumps. I do not really build jumps very often, so that was helpful.
Yeah, was that a little different? I feel like their kind of approach is to stack a lot of blocks, build a lot of jumps, and your approach is kind of just like ride the mountain and see what happens.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it was like a little bit of head buddy in some spots, but it honestly works so good. Like, I would literally go up and ride a day of power riding with those dudes and like watch and be hyped. You know, like if I like watch towards your fucking, are we leaking movie shit? Yeah,
It'll
like the Cab 12 watching that, and I was like, I don't even want to hit that thing.
Yeah.
You know, and I'm like, if you're gonna 1260 it, I am definitely watching for sure.
Yeah.
So it was dope. It was motivational and like sick to hang with those boys and just kind of like catch the Manboys vibe, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you spend pretty much the whole winter with them? You were doing natural selection, but other than that, you were with them all winter?
Yeah, basically, like pretty much from like March, like all of March, except for Natty Select, and then the rest of the winter. Because in January I was all broken, so.
Right.
Yeah, busted butt.
And you're a little broken again, but healing up.
Yeah, now on bikes.
Yeah, gnarly.
Watch out for rocks.
That shit hurts.
For sure.
You're going to be good to go by this winter?
Yeah, it should be fun. It's like on the tail end of the healing, so
okay.
I think it'll be good pretty soon here.
What do you think is the biggest thing you learned from filming with those guys last winter? Can you think of something?
Biggest thing I learned, I wonder. Like, I don't know.
You're pretty...
Like, one thing is hard. They taught me a lot.
Okay.
Like, they
Give us a couple.
They were good, like learning how to build a jump proper. Those guys definitely helped quite a bit. Like, I built a lot of, like some of the jumps that I built, like, Rusty would literally be, like, pissed off if he, like, saw it, you know?
Yeah.
But they, like, built that proper, so the jumping was pretty good. There was a bit of sledding. Definitely learning sledding from those boys, like Rasman and Miskiman. Those guys are, like, kind of just hound dogs on the sled, so.
Yeah.
I'm, like, you know, get a couple tips here and there, following them around.
Do you feel like you have the sledding thing figured out by now? Or are you still kind of...
I don't think, like, you know, I don't know. Like, I can sled, but, like, I feel like there's, like, levels.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was out there, like, one day with Leyland, and, like, not a chance. Like, he was, like, I think he kind of egged us on. He was like, oh, like, come check out my tripod spot. And we were basically just, like, high marking through the woods.
I do think he kind of likes to flex a little bit.
Like, that guy, you know, it's like, like, I have, like, aspirations to maybe be that good when I'm, like, 50. But I'm all right. I'm good around.
You got time.
Yeah.
What was your favorite day out there?
Ooh, favorite day? It's hard to say. We went to, like, the Huffman step down.
Yeah.
And that was a pretty epic day. We actually got a lot of beef from that, though, because it was Jeff's birthday, like, memorial ride. But we, like, understood that Jeff would, you know, like, we're hitting a jump in the backcountry. And we were definitely, like, showing our blessings and having a good time. And I think he would respect that situation as well. But that was an insanely good day and just, like, kind of memorable, you know.
Rusty talked about that day as well. And it sounds like Jeff's energy was kind of there with you guys. And I think, I mean, we don't know, but I feel like he'd be pretty stoked that you guys went out and did that and hit that and came away with some really sick shots and, like, felt like he was there with you.
Yeah, it was dope. It was kind of like a serene moment being, like, so far out there and, like from that session. So, yeah, definitely a good day.
Yeah, that looked sick.
For sure.
Do you have, like, one trick that got away from you last year? Like, one that's going to haunt you?
I, like, kind of did. Like, at the very start of my part, I do, like, a switch straight around. Like, it was kind of just, like, one hit and done. Like, I was sort of
switch
like...
stale?
Yeah.
But you got that.
No, I know, but so I was like, I did that.
Okay.
And we just, like, I did that first try or whatever. Rusty, like, basically built the whole jump. Like, I basically just showed up and, like, smoked the vape for an hour, and then he was like, I was like, all right.
I want to go out with
So
your crew.
I did the fucking switch tail, and then I started to try, like a switch 9 kind of like double, sort of. And I, like, probably tried, like, 4 or 5, and I was just, like, spinning switch backside, like, for the life of me off being like, oh my God, and then exploding, and I couldn't get the rotation right. So I was pretty bummed that, like, that didn't end up happening. I mean, I wasn't, like, mad at myself. I don't really care, but I, like, was a little bummed that I got away. But then at the end, I did that switchback dub 10 on, so it kind of, like, worked out, because I don't think I would have tried this. I was trying switchback dub 9 at first.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't working, so I tried a 10. I'd never even done that trick before.
Oh, damn.
And I just, like, ended up landing it, and I was like, well, that was crazy. Like, so I feel like if I did it on, I might have not tried it at,
and it looked really good. It's right there.
Yeah, I could always, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
What is the plan for this upcoming winter? Are you going to go out with those guys again?
Yeah, there's talk about it. I know that, like, a couple of the boys are kind of, like, I don't think we're staying as, like, the exact same crew.
Mm-hmm.
Bit of a bummer, like, would have been sick to run it 2 times around, but the boys got some other plans. I'll probably, like, end up linking up with them for a day or two here and there, filming with them, but kind of just got other plans. Like, I don't know, I'm going to Europe tomorrow.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Just for, like, brand meeting shit.
Whoa.
Hanging out, I've never been to Europe before, so I'm pretty stoked.
Okay, Brin Alexander, no longer most underrated rider.
Going to Europe, baby.
Where in Europe?
Zermatt, I guess. Zermatt. I don't know what park or where. We're flying into Geneva. That's all I know.
Okay. Hell yeah. Have so much fun.
Yeah.
That's so sick.
Only 5 days, but it'll be done.
Will you do NST again?
I don't know.
Okay.
If they invite me, probably.
Yeah. I'd like to see you there again.
Invite me.
Liam? Come on. Me too, actually. Okay.
Yeah, sick. Get in there. Let's go. Team Canada, baby.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Okay, well, yeah. Thanks, Brin.
Thank you.
Great work. Hi, who am I here with? What are we doing?
Hi, Darrah. You're here with Chris Rasman, and we are at the world premiere of The Realm.
So exciting. This is the video project that you worked on all last winter.
Yes, it is. All year.
Tell me about your season. How was the snow? How are the conditions?
It was not the best season we've had. It was pretty mediocre, I'd say, but it started with a bang and it got us all really excited because November was a lot of snow for early season. December was freaking sick. The resort was amazing. And then January was pretty good too. It just kind of tapered off, whatever, as lots of seasons do. But the cool thing about this year is we added a bunch of riders to the roster. So we have a whole bunch of new blood in the movie this year. We got some Europeans. We got some young bucks. We got Brin.
Okay, so this is The Realm Megafauna Films, previously known as the Manboys. Can we
Correct.
say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, totally.
But you guys are branching out. You're bringing in new riders.
Yeah, I think the idea was, Tango Echo November was our 10th film. And so I think the idea was to kind of not keep that name going and like burn it to the ground. We wanted to like end on a good note. 10 Manboys films, that's amazing. And we kind of wanted to give the new riders their own identity rather than them just feeling like they're filming for a Manboys project. And so we as a whole, as collectively, will always be known as the Manboys. I think that's going to be impossible for us to shake. But Rusty's production company is now Megafauna Films.
Okay.
And that's what this is.
Got it. 10 films is a huge accomplishment. Congrats on that. And we're all very excited about Megafauna. Who's one of the sort of newer guys in the backcountry that you're most excited for people to see their footage come out this year?
Honestly, it's probably Stale. And even though he's by no means like a new rider, I feel like he's pretty new in the backcountry. Like I could say Brin, but Brin's been slaying the backcountry for a long time. By no means is he new in the backcountry. He's very experienced out there. But Stale's kind of new to that whole scene. And like even before Natty Select this year, like when we went to an undisclosed location in British Columbia all together to ride pillows, that was my first time riding backcountry with Stale, and watching him navigate like pretty technical terrain, I was like, oh my God, this guy might actually win natural selection. So he was, for me, even with the short little window of time that we actually got to work with him this season and he was available, he was really fun to watch and really impressive for a new guy in the powder.
And then sure enough, natural selection winner.
Yeah, takes the W for natural selection. I was like, oh, of course.
I think we're all pretty excited to see what he did in the backcountry last year. Okay, what is What is something that you think most people wouldn't know about filming in the backcountry? You've been doing this for a long time. What's something you think?
I think probably the fact that we really don't snowboard that much. And the tough thing, I mean, it is like the freaking best. We all love doing it. But the tough thing about dedicating your whole season year after year to filming a backcountry video part and that being your passion is you don't actually get to practice snowboarding much. Like, yeah, you ride powder, but not a ton. You're kind of just spending a lot of time searching, snowmobiling around or hiking around, trying to find locations that look good so you can film a really good clip on it. I think we've definitely gotten a little bit better over the years at trying to make everything look so perfect, like just strapping in a little bit more and filming it. And sometimes those are the best moments. But we definitely come from a generation where everything was like super polished. So it's like, don't even strap in until you find something big enough that's worthy of taking the camera out and filming where you can really like excel on. Kind of talking in a circle right now. But another thing that makes it really cool about having these younger guys and these new riders involved and guys like Brin is they kind of are from that slightly younger generation where they're just like, just strap in and film everything, like just snowboard for fun and film it. And you'll probably get some better stuff. But yeah, to go to the start of that question, we just don't snowboard as much as we would like to.
Yeah, I have found that. And I do think it's pretty insane how little snowboard time we get out there. But
crazy.
I had so many things to ask from what you just said. Okay, here's a question, kind of for myself. You go out there, you're looking at a wall of backcountry terrain. How do you choose and identify what you're going to snowboard down that's going to make a good clip for a snowboard video? Tell me the secret.
I think when you're new out there and you're a rookie, I think you look for takeoffs first. And then you realize that there's a lot of takeoffs, but not a lot of landings. I tend to look for landings before I look for takeoffs. So I look for a nice transition. I look for clean runways. And then I look up and around that. And I'm like, okay, can I catch air off something to get into that landing? Because there's always a way to make a takeoff work, whether you're building something or there's a natural little bump to hit it. But it's really hard to find good steep landings that work for going big. Obviously, that's a little bit different than if you're looking for like a gap jump or riding a natural line. But even riding a natural line, I look for like clean runouts. And then when I find that clean runout, I'm like, cool, what can I do into that? That's generally how I go at it.
So you start from the bottom, landings and runouts. I like
Start from the bottom and work my way up is usually how I like look at a face.
It's a good tip. I'm going to take that one home with me. Thank you. What would you say is the longest you've ever spent building one jump?
I know exactly how long it was, 8 days, and I will never do that again. It was my first year. I didn't even own my own sled, but it was my first, like, probably first or second time in the backcountry with Matt Beardmore. 8 days.
8 days, one jump.
8 days building a step-up jump.
How many hits?
I mean, you can hit it as many times as you want because it was a spring slushy step-up. I think we hit it for 2 days straight. Like, we went back and just kept on hitting it.
2 riders?
We had, like, 4 riders. It was, like, back in, I think it was, like, Beardmore, Tadej Valentin, the Slovenian guy, JF 410, myself. We just kind of kept on hitting it because it's a slushy step up. But I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is what you do? Like, 8 days. And it probably would have only taken about 4, but halfway through that, it got really cold, even though it was like May and it actually snowed on top of our step up. And we didn't want powder. We wanted it like,
yeah.
So yeah, that was a whole shit show.
That's insane.
But that is a lot.
Was it worth it?
Fuck no. I had like a front 5 on it. It was like, I would not let that clip see the light of day right now. It was not worth it at all.
8 days is crazy. I think I don't know if too many people could claim that big of a number.
Yeah,
for a
totally.
Build.
That's like, I think that, that jump wasn't even as technical of a build as like those Chad's Gap jumps, and those jumps don't even take anywhere close to that. So this was like just excessive and ridiculous, and a bunch of mistakes were made. But if I take that one off the picture, I think the longest I've spent is like a day and a half working on something. And that's pretty standard.
That's pretty standard.
It's pretty standard for a large build. Like that would be like an excessive, like, wow, we did a giant build,
The formula is often build the jump one day, go back the next day and hit it.
No. Pretty often, especially with like us, like I've never had the privilege of working on a 2-year project. We do like 1-year turnaround. So the formula is usually like, don't save something for tomorrow unless you have to. The only time we would do that is if we're being strategic about what's going to have light. So like maybe we've hit something in the morning, or we've rode some natty stuff in the morning, and then we have a jump in mind for the afternoon, but we know that jump's morning light. We'll like set it up knowing that we can hit it first thing because we wouldn't have time to build it and hit it in morning light.
Mm-hmm.
But generally speaking, if you can hit it that day, hit it that day. Like never
This
leave
is
the jump
actually
sitting.
another hot tip for me because we did a couple times build some things and go back to hit them the next day, and the snow was completely fucked.
Yeah, totally. That's the thing. Like
Things change fast
Rusty
out
always
there.
said, like tomorrow doesn't exist. That's what he always says. He's like, if you can, even if you feel like you're only going to have an hour and a half session on it, like just hit it and you'll hit something else the next day.
Yeah.
Don't get too married to a feature because it might not even work that well when you start hitting it.
Yeah. Okay, I love that. I'm learning so much, and I think this is great. I'm excited to see this movie, and I'm going to keep learning from you.
Thank you. Another fun tip before I let you go. I'm excited to see this movie as well because this is the first year in my entire snowboard career that I haven't seen the movie as a whole before the premiere.
Are you nervous?
No, because I trust Rusty and he's a wicked cinematographer and editor, and that he wasn't preventing us from seeing it. We could have saw it if we want, but he had this idea that it would be really cool to let all the riders see it for the first time at the premiere. So with the exception of our own video parts, none of us have seen anything, which is pretty cool. It's special.
That is cool. A little scary, but cool. Okay, last question. Who do you suspect has Ender?
I kind of feel like it's Darcy.
Oh, okay.
Darcy fucked shit up this year.
Holy shit, can't wait. Oh, I actually had one more question that I wanted to ask you specifically. Have you ever been on a rail trip?
I have, yeah.
You have?
Yeah. Vancouver 2009. No, December 2008 in Vancouver with Matt Belzile, Carlo Wine filming, and John Scarth shooting photos. I think, what's that? We went to Delbrook.
Classic.
I think I didn't hit it. Then we went to another rail with like a little donkey dick at the end. I did like I don't even know, like a switch for front lip, 270 out.
Okay.
And I was wearing like my full outerwear kit. I was in purple pants, a neon jacket because it was this era.
Did you know switch lip 270 is Jody's favorite trick?
I didn't know that at the time, but I will say I probably did not do it nearly as well. And then my other claim to fame is I front boarded rumble rail.
Damn.
But none of the shots ever saw the light of day because I didn't know what I was doing. I wasn't a rail guy. I watched the clips after, and someone was making fun of me about how I was like in all my outerwear and with my goggles on my forehead.
I was about to ask if you were wearing goggles.
Get the fuck in. It's 2008.
That was kind of the thing that we did back in those days.
Totally. I was clueless.
Why did you decide to not pursue that path and to pursue the backcountry?
You know, I just never really I wasn't a huge skateboarder growing up. Like I skateboarded, I loved it, but it definitely wasn't like my thing. Like I was a surfer, and every chance I get, I wanted to be in the water. So I think when I started snowboarding a lot, I didn't really like gravitate towards the steel. I would hit it in the park, but I never really I didn't get a ton from it. So even just doing that one rail trip and kind of seeing how the flow of things went, I was kind of to Belzile like, this is it? This is what you guys do? And it just, I don't know, wasn't really for me. Like I always wanted to be in the mountains and be just out there, have a snowmobile.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I have so many more questions I could ask you, but I feel like that's good.
Thanks for the questions.
Thanks, Chris. All right, Rusty, it's your big night. How do you feel? You just had the first showing of The Realm.
I'm just glad that it's one done. I'm like the movie worked, and I don't know. I've learned about myself that premieres are just stress, and I just want it to be over with so that we can.
But everyone's having such a good time.
Yeah, I know. Well, everyone else, the plan, that good. That's good news, actually, because I want people to have a good time, but I struggle on premiere night to have a good time because I just have such a list of things I need to be just dealing with. So
you're the guy in charge tonight.
Yeah.
And kind of all winter long. How was your winter of filming everyone? Did you kind of feel like you were babysitting at any moments, or is everyone pretty dialed?
These guys are dialed. Yeah, no, they're dialed. I don't feel like I'm babysitting. I'm sometimes, I don't know, just trying to keep people motivated and trying to keep myself motivated, I guess. But yeah, but I think everyone just loves snowboarding on our crew, so we were just bored.
Yeah, it's a good crew. And the movie's really sick. Are you happy with how it turned out?
They can always be better. Yeah. It could be better.
That's what everyone always says, Ryder.
But that's why you do it every year.
Yeah. So. How many videos is this now that you've since transitioning into the role of filmer?
Well, filmer, I think 3 or 4. But I was kind of doing the editing and stuff for since 2013.
Okay.
Now, so that I'm a little more familiar with editing, but the whole filming and yeah.
Full-time filmer, 3 or 4 years.
New. Yeah, 4 years, probably 3 years. I don't know.
How many hours are you spending in the editing cave for a movie like this. How's your brain?
Don't take me back there.
Okay.
I hate the cave. A lot. It's just like, I don't know. I'm glad I don't keep track, because then I'd know how much money I'm making per hour, and it would probably be like minimum wage or less.
Are you logging clips every day? You get back from a long day in the backcountry, you're going to your computer, you're logging clips, you're showing people what they did, or are you kind of keeping things?
Unless I'm like totally bagged, but in the winter I try to just be like, this is like what I'm doing. Usually when I get home, I'm like tired anyway, so hanging out and doing a little bit of shit on the computer is not the end of the world. I also like, it's more annoying when riders later on are like, can you send me that clip with a da-da-da? And then you have to go back and dig it up. So it's almost easier at the end of the day to be like, these are the things that happened today that were sick. I'm going to chuck them on a timeline and send them to the crew that was there today. But I was doing it, and then I think I might have stopped because people get a little leaky. And then, so when I hear that people have been showing clips to their friends, then I stopped doing it and I had to get sneaky because like, I'd be like, yo, like Raz, did you show anyone your clip? And he's like, no. And then I'll like text Renz. I'll be like, hey, did Raz show you his clip yet? He's like, oh yeah, buddy. So I'm like, fucking. So then I like cut him off,
Okay, so we love the habit. We love the habit of a filmer sending the clips right away. So riders, if you could not leak the clips, that'd be great.
Yeah, it's like, I guess you can. It's such a hard like thing to decide. Like we used to decide too, like, oh, like on the dad cam, should we post that or not? And at the end of the day, it's like it's done to be seen. You know what I mean? So it's like the riders need to put riders, most of them, some dudes are just don't gram, and that's sick. Like, fuck yeah. But a lot of them, they're like, I kind of need to do this. So I need some like content. So it's like, well, then post the fucking dad cam of your clip and like whatever. Like people forget, or it's like, it's a different angle or like whatever. So in this day and age, I'm a little more like lenient on it because you can like hate on the like Instagram and all that shit, but it's at the end of the day, you're like, they kind of need some shit for that. So
you kind of got to play the game.
Yeah.
Were you were the main filmer of this project? Who was filming second angle mostly?
Ben Webb was around for almost the full season.
Okay, nice.
And then we had Dylan Merrick shot the boys when they went to Stewart, because I was in Japan when Chris and Mark went to Stewart. So Dylan Merrick was up there. And then when I was in Japan, Torgear brought Christian Bionis.
Yes.
And so we had two boys in Japan. So yeah, Ben and Christian and Dylan were definitely like big contributors.
Okay.
And then there's a bunch of shots from other filmers, but those three in particular like logged many days.
Who surprised you the most filming this year? Anything really blow you away?
You know what surprised me? Mark stopped filming in like February 2nd. Mark was like, I'm focusing on YouTube and other stuff.
Oh,
and he stopped coming out. And I kept being like, dude, come on. Like, because he had all these sick shots, and I'm like, dude, you're like ahead. Like at one point in the season, Mark was like ahead of everyone. I was like, Mark has more clips than everyone. Mark's going to have like the most fucked up part. And then he was like, I think he knew he like had filmed enough. And he's like, I need to focus on other things. I was like, damn you. That was the big frustration. Is like riders, like natural selection pulled people away. Brin broke his tailbone and missed the first 5 weeks of the season. Then I lost him for 10 days to do his fucking duel. And then he went to NST for 2 weeks and he still has like a 4-minute part. I was like, dude, imagine if we like filmed all year. Stalle, 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Torgear, like 6 weeks. Jody wasn't around a ton. Raz put in a full year. But like, yeah, and Darcy too, like January, he was just like, I might ride the park. I'm like gonna do a contest, so I should like ride the park. And then he like went and lost the contest,
Okay, so I'm hearing that you're most surprised and disappointed by the lack of dedication to the project, but people still killed it.
Well, they did fine. But I was like, we could have done better. Yeah. But they just have, I don't know, they gotta focus on other shit.
It's a short season and there's a lot to do. Do you have like a favorite thing that you filmed the whole year?
Like snowboarding wise, my favorite thing's always something so dumb that's like, you'll notice it when I play, but Jody has a toe side turn in his
That's my favorite clip
Yeah,
in the
and
movie.
he like and it was, everyone had gone back and I was kind of like, okay, let's focus on Jody, give him some Joe time, because he like,
needs that.
he gets all motivated.
Yeah.
So it was like 4 p.m. and like getting dark. And I was just getting him to like do turns around me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just going to try to track you. And it's hard as a filmer.
Yeah.
I kept telling him like, hey man, like if you nail it, I'm still probably going to fuck it up. So we might get nothing. And there's just like this one toe-y moment where he wraps around the camera and like his stickers are in focus and shit. And it just like, I don't know.
Beautiful.
I'm just like,
it's so
yeah,
beautiful.
and it goes by in the movie and no one gives a fuck.
No,
I'm just like, yeah.
There's so many sick tricks in that movie, but like that turn stood out the most
Really?
to me. I
That's
think I
sick.
really
Really?
we
Really?
did.
Like filming it, that kind of stuff is a little bit tricky too, because he's like rapping. He's like pretty close to me, and I'm like, go as fast as you can and do one good turn around me, and so you have to like whip track him. You know? So it's just like,
I think you guys both nailed that shot.
We hadn't got any good days, like blue days, for like, it felt like all fucking winter, and then it was Jeff's birthday, and that was the day everyone was meeting on the hill. And we kind of like, as a group, I was like, what are we doing? Are we going on the hill? Are we going filming? And we were like, we kind of landed on the fact that like, this is a really good day to be out filming. And we were like, Jeff would definitely endorse going out and getting fucking clips. Cause like, that's like, shit.
I think so.
So we went out and we just like, kind of were like, hey, well, we'll go out, but it's like a day for Jeff. And yeah, so we were shooting that thing and I was like, man, the fucking in-run. At first I was like, keep the in-run clean, because I've seen people and they ride everywhere in the backdrop and then they're hitting it and there's tracks everywhere. I was like, keep the in-run clean. And then I was like, wait, let's like put a fucking JK in the in-run, you know? So I don't know. It just like worked well for the shot, and hopefully it's like something that's like, I don't know, it's good. I think a good tribute, and yeah,
I think it was really
it'll
nice.
be in the film forever, and yeah,
really nice tribute. And yeah,
yeah,
for Jeff.
Darcy, and Darcy's front. I had to tap him out eventually. I think I tapped him out. I was like, we were like watching him go, and we're like, yeah, dude, like getting it good. And then he did that fall, and me and Chris were like, yeah, should we like tell him he's done or what? Because he was just like all of a sudden just getting so hazardous. Like,
you had to tap him out.
Well, he's like,
yeah.
Sometimes you gotta, I don't know, like Darcy is fearless.
Reel him in.
And yeah, like there was a couple of times this season where I had to reel him in. He was like, I have in one of the clip highs, Darcy's like, he's like, dude, I got a talking to today from Rusty. And that was like reeling him in. He like, just out of nowhere, like there's a tree in the landing that we all know about. And it's like, don't drift left. And at the end of the session, he just like went like out of nowhere. He's like switchback 12, huge, drifting left. And like he drifted so far that he drifted beyond the tree. So he didn't hit it. And like, it wasn't like a fucking old growth, but it would have like ruined your season, or like it'd fuck you up, you know? So I was just like, had to reel him in then and be like, Dars, don't ever fucking do that.
It's good that he has a voice of reason. You have to be that voice for him. He can't be that for himself. Yeah. Are there often times where you're filming people and you're quite scared for them?
We try to stay away from that.
Okay.
Yeah, we try not to. If it's like, you kind of know when someone's got it, or everyone in the group can feel it. If it's like, if this guy's like, if we're not certain that they got it, and then you're like, and it's risky, then we definitely, our group's pretty good about like speaking up. And sometimes the riders like, they do it anyway, but at least you talked about it, you know?
Yeah, communication is key out there.
Yeah.
Okay, like 2 more questions. Are you missing being the snowboarder, or are you loving the role of filmer? I feel like the role of filmer would be really nice because everyone just loves you and needs you.
Sorry, I'm getting dinged. Oh my God. Rube bought tickets for their own show. Sorry, what was the question?
We need to get Rube in here. Okay.
I think I got a role.
Okay, last question. Just asking if you're missing being the snowboarder. Or if you're enjoying
No. That was one thing. When Instagram and shit came out and like snowboarding turned into like self-marketing.
Yep.
I really didn't like that. Like I'm old enough that before that it was like you knew if you were doing well because like you got like this part in this movie and the magazine published your shit. Like the magazine said you were sick. And then it turned into like everybody being like, look at me, I'm sick. And I fucking hate doing that. But I I'm like way more comfortable doing that, like having a company and like promoting those guys. And then I can be like, yo, like, look what they did. It's sick. I just feel better about that than like self-promotion, if that makes sense. So
that makes so much sense, and I love that, and thanks for doing that for them, because some of them aren't the best at it. They need you. Okay, hello, I'm here with the guest of honor. How are you? Who am I here with?
Dutch Wachniak.
Jody's dad.
Yep.
Proud father. Do you come out to Whistler for all of his premieres?
I try to.
There's been a lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot, and it's so much fun.
Yeah, it's always a good night. They put on a good show.
Yeah. Well, the kind of guys he hangs around with, and yourself included, and girls, of course, it's a great time. Every time I come here, I meet more and more guys and girls, and just love it.
We have an amazing community here. It's really special, and we like to have fun. We work hard. We have fun. So you came from Winnipeg.
Yes.
And this is what, your 20th premiere that you're seeing? Jody's been around for a while.
Yeah, took off from Winnipeg or Oak Bank. And Dad, I finished Camp at Champions. I'm going to come snowboard in Whistler. You know, I figured that's going to last a month or two until he goes broke and wants to come home. No more couch surfing. But 20 years later, he still hasn't come home.
Yeah, I was going to ask you what you first thought when Jody told you, like, hey, Mom, Dad, I think I'm going to try to be a pro snowboarder.
You know what? I was proud of him.
Yeah.
I really was. I said, go for it. That was his passion. And anybody who loves it that much, do it. If you're enjoying it, do it. I mean, so many guys go stuck in a job and they get hung up in their job from day to day. And I just knew he wanted to be a snowboarder. Simple as that. I said, go for it.
Yeah. It's pretty special to be able to live your passion. And it's also really special to have parents that encourage that, because I think a lot of parents might try to push their kids in another direction, a more realistic direction, perhaps.
Yeah, he could be in Oak Bank selling furniture all this time.
He seems pretty happy out here doing what he loves. So
yeah, for sure.
Thank you for encouraging. And did you have any thoughts when he said, okay, Mom, Dad, I did the professional snowboard thing. Now I'm going to start a podcast.
Same thing.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, sure, you could lose everything. But that's part of life. I mean, you just got to gamble.
Take risks, especially when you're young.
Yep.
Was Jody always as chatty as a kid?
Oh, for sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So
with him and his sister, just all the time.
He has not stopped talking since he was born, basically.
No. Yeah, that's right.
So he was born for podcasting.
It seems like it.
He's doing great. Have you been snowboarding with Jody?
I went with him once. I took my skis, and he took a snowboard. And after a while, I figured, well, no, let's switch. Well, that was no fun. Boink, 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 boink down the hill. And I said, that's it. I'm staying on my skis.
Yeah, it's a tough thing to learn. It takes a bit to catch on. Do you have a snowmobile in Manitoba?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what do you have?
A Skidoo, MX something, 500, I don't know.
500, 600, one that goes fast on the flat prairies.
Exactly.
It must get cold when you're on that thing.
Yeah.
What kind of, we're talking like minus 30 going how many kilometers an hour?
Exactly. Like, you're going fast, and it's even colder when you're going fast, but the trails are just flat. They're not like here.
Yeah, it's different.
At first, I said to Jody, one day you got to take me in the backwoods, or what do you call it? What do you call it?
Backcountry, yes.
That you wouldn't survive out there.
It's a little different. The mountains are pretty steep. The snow is pretty heavy, deep. But you might like it.
And pulling the snowmobile out of the snow?
Yeah.
And getting stuck? No, that doesn't happen in Manitoba.
Yeah. But you guys are going fast.
Yeah.
Do you ever worry about Jody being in the mountains, traveling so far, doing dangerous things? Does it ever?
Yeah, it does hit home once in a while. You get a phone call at 2 a.m. and say, can you have Jody's Blue Cross number? Who's calling? Some hospital in California. What's this about? Oh, we have Jody in the hospital. We need his Blue Cross number. And how is he? Oh, we can't tell you that. We just need his number. Well, is he conscious? I don't know. I was just told to get his Blue Cross number, and we have him in emergency. No, you don't know whether to fly to California or do what? Can I talk to him? No. So he said, we'll call you in the morning and let you know how he's doing. Like,
oh, that's horrible.
All night you're sitting there walking around the floor, how is he?
Yeah.
But that kind of stuff sort of gets on you. But After a while, I got used to it.
Yeah, we put our parents through a lot. I'm sorry on all of our behalf. It must be hard. But you must be so proud of everything that he's accomplished. I'm really proud of him as his friend, and I can't imagine seeing your kid just doing so well in the thing that he loves.
I am proud of him.
Yeah.
I really am.
So cool. I'm excited to see this movie. I think it's going to be great. And yeah. Oh, I wanted to ask, do you have a favorite snowboarder outside of Jody?
A favorite snowboarder? No, I have to say the whole group.
Yeah.
Like from the Manboys to all the people he hangs around with, Whistler and other places. It seems like everybody gels together. So they're just a great bunch.
Yeah, it's so hard to pick just one. There's a lot of talent in that group, like very talented people that he hangs out with. Yeah, lots of people's heroes.
Yep.
Cool. Okay, I don't know. I don't have any other questions. What's keeping you busy in Winnipeg these days?
Nothing. Fishing, going to the lake.
Retired life.
Yes.
And Jody's visiting at least a couple times a year?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Comes in, have a good time. At least has mom's cooking, and that's always a plus.
All right, just one follow-up question. We've seen the movie now. What did you think?
What did I think? Great. It was just great. The whole thing, every premiere I see with all those guys, it's just been fun to watch. Talented snowboarding. I don't know all the technical stuff, but it looks awesome.
A lot of talent, and they look like they're having a good time out there, and that's
the
what
main
matters.
thing.
Yeah. And what's the plan for the rest of the night?
Beers.
Bars.
Bars.
All right, hell yeah,
No
cheers.
women. My wifey might be listening to this.
Okay, well, you know.
Beers, bars, and babes.
Oops, I'm sorry.
That's it. That's all I wanted to ask.
Terrific.
Thank you. That's it.
Whose dad are you?
We said that at the beginning.
that? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We already
yeah.
got. I just felt like there should be like a little follow-up. I'll ask one more question, actually. Do you listen to every single Airtime episode?
I do.
You do?
Airtime TV and Airtime Podcast. I listen to every one.
Do you have a favorite?
No, I think they're all different in different ways. Like there's some guys that are a little chilled and they're just talking like that, and other guys are really excited. So it's just fun to watch.
Yeah.
And
I think they're all great too.
Do you watch them or do you listen to them?
I watch them on YouTube. Yeah.
Nice.
I think it's way better that way. You see those facial expressions and stuff like that, and if there's a pause, there's a reason for the pause, and then you can see it in their faces. But if you're just listening to it, you're missing all that.
Yeah.
And he loves doing it.
Yeah. We're proud of him. But yeah, YouTube, Airtime Podcast, watch it.
Yeah, subscribe.
Darcy Sharpe, how are you feeling after the first showing of The Realm?
I'm buzzing. I'm feeling things I've never felt before.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's really special.
It is
Could you
special.
identify the emotions, name them, or just things?
Not quite. Like the whole day, I feel like I woke up this morning, was super clammy. I was like, why am I clammy today? And then I slowly set on me. I'm like, I'm a little anxious to see this flick. And we haven't seen it. And just like knowing that people are here to watch it. My snowboarding's being watched.
Yeah.
And then watching it felt good. I had good feelings. Crowd was cheering. It fucking fired me up.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy that none of you had seen it until that very moment when you were watching it with everyone else.
It is crazy. I heard that's somewhat abnormal, but I'm somewhat new to doing a crew film, and I trust Rusty, so I was just like, cool, bro.
This is how it's done. I was going to ask, I know you've had clips in videos before, but is this your first kind of like full year filming in the backcountry, like without any side projects, side things going on?
Yeah, I still kind of was a little side questing a little bit.
Okay.
But this was my first year, filming with a crew on a project in a legit movie that's not just like Eric and I did Prey, but that was all kind of personal projects. This is like first crew movie. So sick.
Cool.
So fun.
Did you love it?
I loved it so much. Riding with those guys is like the time of my life. There's so many moments this season where I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so lucky.
Yeah.
And so that's pretty rad. And then they're also like a little bit harsh and just fun guys to hang around. Kind of matches my pace.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You had a lot of fun. Did you learn some things from them? Were they good role models?
Yeah, great role models. And I did learn a lot. Mainly tightening up to like in the contest world, I got like with the national team, there's like 5 adults looking out for me. Just like trained professional babysitters almost. Like not to discredit their coaching abilities and their physio abilities and training abilities, but they're got your back on more than just that. Then you go out in the backcountry and these guys are just like, you forgot that sucks, or you didn't bring this or this.
So really just like gathering myself this season was the project.
You really had
because
to...
I didn't want to let them down.
Yeah.
I felt like when I forgot stuff, I felt so bad that I was letting them down.
Yeah, like you're not bummed for yourself, but you're bummed for,
yeah. I just feel like bummed in general. I'm just like, how did I do this? I shouldn't be doing this. So I tightened up there, and so that was a good learning curve this winter. Backcountry is no joke, so you got to be ready.
It's pretty serious. What did you do to prepare for this? Do you feel...
I tried to take a nap at like 1 p.m. because I knew I was going to be kind of tired doing 2 premieres and all this socializing and stuff. But
I meant, what did you do to prepare for a big season in the backcountry? Because it is serious. But I'm glad you took a nap today. It's also very wise.
2 bald face avalanche safety courses.
Okay.
That's
kind of where I was going with that question.
And then we did a monster thing in Jackson Hole this December that helped me feel like confident with our crew and safety and stuff. And then shredded contests for like 15 years. Okay. And then got to this point where filming's the go and being in the mountains is what I want to do. I guess that's what I did.
I feel like contest riders going into filming backcountry parts kind of have an advantage. Correct me if I'm wrong, but like you guys are so consistent at landing things.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree with you. And watching the state of contest boarding now kind of makes me hyped that I'm like getting into the backcountry and getting my powder feet under me right now, because the next generation can do even way more than I can do. And when they come out here, it's going to be like, but it won't, because that's one thing I was learning too. Like stuff's timeless out there.
It's true.
It's so cool. You see Jody do a 360. You see Rasman do a front 10. And like, those are big moments, but they did front 10s 10 years ago. Like it's not like those are new tricks for them, but it's like you can just find a new jump. You do it bigger, you build the takeoff different. And so that's really cool about filming too.
Yeah, it's a little different than the streets where like, I think you can do something in the backcountry, and if it's tasteful, it doesn't matter. Yeah, timeless is the right word. Yeah,
for sure.
What do you how different is it doing the contest circuit versus filming a video part?
Like a lot more lavish almost. Just you're like touring around the world, staying at nice. At least for me.
Contest is more lavish. Yes, it seems like that.
And I was very like lucky and fortunate to be able to be with the boarders that kind of had it the best. And we're just staying at nice hotels and eating at nice places and partying.
People are building your jumps.
Yeah, people are building us. You cold, you go to the lodge. You need a snack, you go to the lodge.
This actually sounds so nice. Why did you leave?
Yeah. Like my toes are cold. I literally go and put my boot under a heater in the washroom and warm them up. So that's like, that was a big like, backcountry's hard. Like it's a grind.
Yeah.
When I get cold out there, there's no warming up.
Yeah.
And that's hard for me sometimes, but it's worth it.
Yeah.
It's like rewarding in its own ways, and it's like an evolution of things I want to do. But it's definitely, that's the comparison, like gritty and kind of tough, and then like lavish and kind of, it's intense in its own ways too.
Yeah. I was going to ask what you were most surprised by in your filming in the backcountry. Is it kind of just how gnarly it is?
What was I most surprised by? That's a good question.
Like, what did you kind of have like a vision of what it's going to be like. What did you not expect?
Like, I guess the raw amount of time you put in without clips during periods of the season.
Yeah.
And like that gets hard. You know?
Mentally.
Yeah. You just try for so long and then you just think you're better than that. But the snow humbles you. It's like different than when there's corduroy. It's you. Like, the variables are so much more controlled. Backcountry, it's like snow snake got you again.
There's so many external variables versus like filming in the streets where like you can get a clip, you can make it happen if you really want to. Yeah. But in the backcountry, it's like there's a lot of variables that are out of your control, and you just have to accept that.
Totally.
And do your best. But
I gotta try the streets out one day.
Yeah, you should. You hit a handrail, didn't you, in Vancouver?
I've hit a handrail before. Yeah. I was in Craig's movie Tennis.
Yeah. Get back out there.
One day.
Okay, I want to ask one more question, and it is, what prompted your decision to leave the contest world?
Cut the rest of the interview. This is the banger. This is the moment.
This is the moment.
All right.
That's it. I asked it already. Why'd you leave the contest world?
I was too focused on that. This was the moment. I missed the moment.
Why'd you leave contests?
Well, because that's what every single rad pro I looked up to did when I was a Grom. And it's just my time. I'm psyched to go send it in the backcountry. Hyped to do more snowboarding that stokes me out, because I did contests for a long time and it was starting to get a little less fun for me. But I still love it, still cherish it in my heart. But backcountry is so fun, and I'm hyped to do that now.
It looks like you have a lot of fun out there.
yeah, hopefully I can just stay warm enough to enjoy myself this season.
Can't wait to see more, Darcy.
Hey, thanks for doing this, Darrah. We appreciate you so much.
Hey, Matt, how's it going?
I'm doing good. Yeah, I just did the trip up from Squamish with my kids. So I'm still kind of buzzing from like the busyness of kids. I made it.
Whole fam's here.
Yeah.
Are they excited to see the movie?
Yeah, I don't know that they know what's going on, but they're excited that there's a lot of people, a lot of energy, and they're just feeding off it.
That's fun. Yeah. Tell me about your history with this crew of people.
Oh, man, we go way back. It started with Rusty and I filming together while filming for different projects, and we just vibed really well and kind of loved the idea of working together and doing something together. And then roped in Chris and Mark kind of got in, and we created the Manboys, which stemmed from an even older kind of crew called Crapnado, which Rusty and Mark were part of. And we kind of like kept that legacy alive.
So you guys go back like 10, 15, 20 years, started a crew, have been filming together ever since.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you branched out a little bit this year.
Yeah, I think Manboys kind of officially ended after we did 10 projects. And then Rusty became more of a cinematographer and was filming the younger generation. And some of us kind of branched off into other things. Like I went with 686 for their project and helped mitigate that.
I asked you this during the winter, but I'm going to ask you again. What would you say was different about filming with 686 versus filming with your friends that you've filmed with for 20 years? Couple differences.
Yeah, I think filming with your friends for 10 years, you get into like a groove, and there's some good and some like kind of a lot of familiarity in there. But I think the biggest difference that I enjoyed going out with the 686 guys was just like this younger energy that were new to the Whistler Mountain, and just like the wide eye, like showing them new terrain and kind of feeding off that.
Yeah, and seeing the way that those younger eyes look at the mountain versus how people that have seen it so many times.
Exactly. Like our crew had been out in these mountains for years, and it's like a lot of it's familiar, and it's hard to get that new excitement.
Yeah. Who are you most excited to see of the sort of newer people in this video? Do you have any parts that you're really excited?
Yeah, I always enjoy watching Stale. Just seeing him go from like the competition background and seeing his transition into backcountry is really cool. And then and Brin, I was stoked to see what Brin's up to. I like his kind of a different, cool approach, if you will. And then I'm always excited to see what Rasman gets up to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you heard anything, seen any clips, gotten any leaks, or do you have no idea what you're about to watch?
Yeah, I kind of heard of things that Rasman did.
Okay.
On the famous perfect jump. So I'm excited to I have this image of it in my head, and I'm excited to see what it looks like.
What is something about filming in the backcountry that most people wouldn't know?
Ooh, good question. I think something that people wouldn't know, I think the amount of downtime that you can have. And I just think of so many days where your expectation is high, and then you get put into check pretty quick, and then you have to kind of figure it out, and there's a lot of downtime and time wasted, if you will. I think watching movies, it's easy to think that we just go out and bang out shots every day, which is just not the case.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
A lot of downtime.
Yeah.
A lot of not snowboarding. Yeah. And a lot of hard work.
Can I ask you questions? What are you excited about this movie? Or what are you excited to see? Or who or what?
I'm excited to see what Rasman did. I feel like he was he's always so motivated, but I just like his snowboarding a lot. And yeah. Obviously excited to see Brin, but that's a cop-out answer. I don't know. I'm excited to see all my friends.
Yeah, totally. I'm excited to see the project. And I like that no one's seen it, not even the riders.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool to even see their reaction.
I feel like I have a new appreciation watching backcountry videos now that I am entering into the world of like seeing these zones for myself and like understanding what goes into filming a backcountry part. Like I'm way more blown away and appreciative of these movies where in the past I could watch some things and be like, I don't get it.
And it's cool when you recognize spots and you're like, ooh, I know where that is and I've hit that, or like.
Yeah. Do you have any advice for people that are starting to film in the backcountry?
Advice, I'd say try to find people that, like a mentor type, people that have done it and that are safe. And if you haven't done the courses, do the courses and just make sure that you're doing it in a safe way.
Yeah, safety, definitely. Any tips on learning to snowmobile?
Oh, man.
How long have you been sledding for?
You're really aging me now, but I bought my first sled in 2005, so that's officially 20 years.
Damn, 2 decades of sledding. Okay.
Yeah, tips is just go out and learn without the expectation of you're going to go snowboarding. Just like go out to go sledding.
And don't be scared to get stuck.
Yeah, when in doubt.
And then figure out how to get unstuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Sweet, yeah.
My name is Drew Smith. I'm a snowboarder from Whistler, and we're about to watch the Megafauna film, and I just came from the Southern Hemisphere. Sorry. I just watched the Blue Jays game, and I was fired up.
Did they win?
They fucking crushed.
Ooh.
They destroyed.
Let's go, Jays.
Yeah.
Sports.
I love sports.
Canada's behind you.
Yeah.
They were good?
They were really good.
I saw a couple innings at work today. But what are you most stoked from? Like, this is like the first premiere you've probably gone to?
Yep, first one of the season.
The world premiere of this movie. Have you heard any, like, whisperings? Like,
I heard that Chris went dummy. Chris went insane, I heard that Brin is in the video, and that just means it's going to be insane. I saw the teaser, and Darcy Sharpe does a double off a tree. So that's pretty insane. Allegedly. And I heard that Jody has no idea what's going on in the movie. So I don't know. Maybe that's a good thing. Maybe that's a bad thing. We're about to find out.
I think it's almost just like Jody's shtick. Is to like pretend he doesn't know what's going on.
Maybe Jody has Ender and he's just trying to get us all fired up.
No, he doesn't have Ender, but...
Well, I heard Jody doesn't have Ender. Sorry, Jody.
What does this time of year like mean to you, like as somebody who's doing back-to-back winters? And I almost want to say like you're more than back-to-back winters because you're going Southern Hemisphere and then you're also doing like Stomping Grounds. The famous, you're just following Charles Beckinsale, basically?
Usually. This year, I'm not going to Saas-Fee. I'm going to go to Europe still.
Okay.
But yeah, I don't know. This is like, October is the time where Whistler's dead. There's no one here except like all your homies. And videos start to play. And everyone is just so fired up to snowboard. So it's like, I go to Australia, I'm fired up to snowboard, come back. And everyone's just like fired up. And it just like the whole energy in Whistler is just stoked.
Yeah.
So it's pretty nice. And the premiere season's about to start, so it's double.
It's good how it coincides with like the snow coming down the mountains.
Yeah, you got the frosted tips.
Yeah.
Everyone posts about it. I don't know if you've seen it on Instagram.
I don't know. I must have missed that.
Yeah. It's just like one every other.
What's your favorite movie that you're kind of looking forward to watching?
I'm hyped to see this one, the Schmovie.
The Schmovie,
I haven't seen it.
Ooh.
And I'm not going to see it for a long time, so I'm really excited to see this movie. Darrah has a new movie with 686, which I heard is going to be...
Atlas 2?
I heard Atlas 2 is going to be insane. And Cooper Whittier is going to be in there, and that's a crazy addition.
And that heartthrob, Tommy Gesme.
Yeah.
How far do you want to go in contests before you obviously leave contests for full-time filming?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's a question I ask myself every day, Rob.
Yeah.
You know, it's deep. It goes deeper than deep. But recently, I mean, I've been having so much fun with my friends at Schmob. Yeah. Caleb, Lane, Tosh, Finn, Dashel, I can name them all.
Totally.
And like, I don't know, every single day I'm with them, I get fired up to snowboard. And I still get fired up to the contest, but I'm definitely, every year I lean a different direction. And this year I think I want to do more filming.
Yeah.
And I still want to do some contests, but yeah, definitely. Even watching all these video parts and Caleb showing me some of this movie the other day with like Tasha's video part, I'm like, fuck, that's so fun. So I think it'll be. I think I'm gonna try to do both for as long as I can.
Yeah.
And see where that takes me.
I was curious. I had one question. Is in kind of more serious note is. There's been a lot more talk lately about money and how hard it is to make it as a snowboarder. Do you think contests are kind of like make it easier to have a bit more source of income because or do you find it's better to get any sponsors that are paying you? Because bottom line is I think there's 90% of the industry is not making a real livable income. And do you think that affects your decision at all, when it comes to contests? Or I don't know if I have much of a question in there, but
yeah, no, I totally understand. I think yes and no. I don't think many people know, but most contest snowboarders, if you're not making the top 10, you aren't making any money from contests.
Yeah, it's a different cut than the golf cut.
Yeah, the bomb holes. Yeah, you're not getting 15th place and walking away with a cent.
Oversized check. From
it's fucking, unless you got the big sponsors, of course. Yeah. But I think, it's hard.
When's the last time you had a regular job? Or did you ever have a regular job?
I'm working right now for Arena Snowparks.
Nice.
Painting rails. It's not like a 5-day-a-week, 40-hour job, but I'm getting called up. Yeah, it's the sickest job ever.
Yeah.
I'm just painting rails. Took what I learned from Rube Goldberg at Cheeseburger and brought it to Arena.
Just in Pemberton, down from the bread warehouse.
Dude, exactly. No, I still got to work and I still got to make it happen. But each contest snowboarder is different, and I don't want to be known as a contest snowboarder, just a contest snowboarder. I want to be known as a snowboarder. So, yeah, I want to fucking venture off, see where it takes me.
I feel like you were venturing off more. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think I'm keeping up as well these days, being a dad. But you were doing a lot of the mini mic and kind of venturing off into a character role, or kind of in front of the camera. Do you think you've kind of pulled back a little bit, or?
I think I got to do it again. I think I just got sidetracked.
Did you do much of it this year?
You don't need to do that. Just do the snowboarding.
Yeah, fuck. Darrah says I should just snowboard.
I don't know. I think
I like my mini mic.
I love the mini mic.
It's like this thing, but half the size, and it fits in my pocket.
Yeah, I think you can do lots, especially when you're traveling the world, and you can kind of capitalize on a lot of it.
Yeah, I like to talk, so it's kind of
as long as you're having fun, because you look like you're having fun with a mini mic. Yeah. Was it actually a really working mini mic?
It's terrible. I did a whole thing at the film festival. No, what was the film last year? The Megafauna film last year. It was Sean's film. I did a full fucking thing on that, and the mini mic just didn't work. Yeah, it was probably the sickest interview ever with Darrah. She told me all this crazy stuff, and I was like, oh, this is gonna go viral, and then it just didn't work.
All my secrets.
Yeah. All her secrets on every rail trick.
And it didn't.
And then it's never going to be
known. Dude, welcome to the club. That's the truth with Truth Smith.
Thank you. Thank you, Jody. Hopefully you're a good ender.
Who am I here with? What are we doing?
My name?
Yeah.
My name's Aaron, and we're here for the Realms premiere.
Are you excited?
I've seen the movie already.
You've seen it? None of the riders have seen it.
Yeah. I might not. Maybe I was supposed to say that.
Oh, how'd you get the leak?
Rusty was asked me if you need to
Rusty was in this chair.
Yeah, and he said no one saw it.
Talking shit about people giving other people leaks. And now we find out that he gave you a leak.
Yeah.
I saw it yesterday, too.
What? Well, what do you think?
I thought it was good, yeah.
What do you...
New riders, once if someone was going to be like, hey, what are you doing tonight? I can't say that I'm going to the Manboys video. It's not that.
I know. I keep kind of fumbling on my words because I don't know what to call it. Because it's not the Manboys video.
It's called Realms.
It's a totally new thing.
The Realm?
The Realms.
The Realm?
Realms? The Realm.
But then I think that the TJ Schneider thing, Snowboard Realms.
Snowboard Realms, yeah.
You guys remember that?
But we've been calling it Manboys for 10 years, so it's kind of hard for us to adjust.
Yeah.
But we will.
Yeah.
We adapt. These are real microphones.
Okay.
Yep. What do you think of our professional operation?
Dude, that's all you need.
Yeah. What did you think of Rusty's filming?
He's getting really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Editing's good?
Yeah. We ran into them filming this year in Blue River.
Okay.
And they were in this one zone that we filmed a bunch of stuff for one of the Burton videos in. And I heard, I think Sean Miskiman maybe overspoke. He said, yeah, we're going to hit this zone. And then the next day we're going to go to this other zone. And I was like, oh, fuck, no, I'm going there. And I took that spot from them.
You just said no, you're not going?
No, I just went there the day that they went to the Burton spot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you kind of.
So I ran into them shooting this year a bunch.
You snuck into their zone.
No, that was mine. It's all mine.
It's yours.
I was there
They're
first.
all your zones. You showed Rusty all those zones.
No, like snowmobilers showed me those zones.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Who are you filming this winter?
I was there with Nils Mindick and Judd Henkies.
Okay.
For Sage Kostenberg's Eternal Descent.
Oh, when does that come out?
I don't know. I don't think they're coming to Canada, but yeah.
When's the last time you were in this theater for a snowboard video premiere?
2 or 3 years ago, probably.
Okay. Hasn't been that long. How much attention are you paying to snowboarding these days?
A lot, yeah.
Still a lot?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm tapped in, yeah.
Yeah. More tapped into snowmobiling or equal?
It's different. We don't have it's like they don't run the same. It's like in snowmobiling, it's more about like guiding and experiences, and like there's not big videos like this.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Different scene.
Yeah.
Who would you say is the best snowboarder, snowmobiler?
Probably Dustin Craven, like by far, I think.
Oh.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I would say Curtis Cizik, but I went out with him a bunch last year.
Okay.
Dustin. Yeah.
Dustin.
Yeah.
Damn, that's nice.
Sure. He's really light and he's strong. He's a good
Let's
combo.
get a top 5. We got Dustin, Curtis.
Dustin, I'd say Dustin, Mikey Rent, just knows where to go. He doesn't have to look at his map like I do all the time. Can get around everywhere. Curtis is good as for the American guys, yeah. And okay, after that, I'm trying to think. I would say honorable mention probably to like Rasman. Is pretty handy these days because he likes to get after it. So I commend anyone that likes to try. They don't just give up, or they don't just like kind of sit on their hands. Like they're pretty, like they like to
They
like
go
to
for
giver.
it.
You know?
Yeah. From a cameraman's standpoint, what would you say is your favorite shot in the movie that we're about to see?
Oh my god! Like I think I watched it with like a critical eye for like not the snowboarding, like for like just like for and yeah, it's different when you're like enjoying it and you remember the shots. But I think that there's some like top down shots where you don't even see the landing. Maybe it's like a front 10 double cork that Stale does, or maybe it's a front 7 Japan thingy. There's some sort of top down angle from the shot from the you're looking at the face of the kicker.
Okay.
And it's a good, beautiful shot.
Okay, I'll be looking.
That's one that I remember. Darcy's got some really cool stuff. Rasman's got some cool jumps. Rasman hits big jumps that not everyone else hits.
Yeah.
So I always look for that. In a movie, it's not like you go to a jump and then like 7 people have shots on the same thing. It's cool when like maybe one guy got something that made it in.
Yeah.
Because maybe it was really hard.
Yeah.
So.
And also just variety in the movie is nice. What snowboarders are you most excited about watching these days?
I guess kind of like I'm excited for like the new generation that's getting into the backcountry that maybe has like really good like park fundamentals. Like they don't do the cab 7 once a year. Like yeah. Like, because it'll be cool to see like what they can do going forward. And
it seems like things are changing out there.
Yeah. All they have to do is be able to get to the shit,
Yeah.
I think that's going to be the hard part. And not hit Devin Walsh's jumps.
Yeah. Change it up. Okay, one more question. How do I get really, really good at snowmobiling?
Don't bring your board, and know that you're going to get stuck a lot, and that doesn't matter. Yeah, you got to change your mindset.
Don't be afraid to get stuck.
Yeah, it's the name of the game.
And okay, actually, one more question. Why do you do the leg dangle?
Balance to unweight the sled sometimes to like help push to like.
Okay.
Yeah.
I do that sometimes.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Sometimes just for fun.
Now like with the new sleds, it's going to be more about staying neutral, like 1 foot on each board.
Are you hyped on the more narrow track on the skidoos? Should I get that?
It's a narrow ski stance. The track is still the same.
Okay, that's what I meant.
Yeah. No, it's sweet. I rode it last year a bunch.
Will I like that?
It's gonna be like you have to be really fast. Like if you make a move, like if you turn and you don't and you don't get to the high side of the sled quick enough, like it's gonna be
I don't know if I'm gonna like that.
It's twitchy.
Yeah. Oh no.
It's not twitchy, it's like reactive, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was thinking
you just get a Summit X. Like every snowboarder, unless they want a snowmobile, like a lot of extra days and like get buck, just get a Summit X because it's like the classic skidoo ride that we all know and love.
All right, then.
That's my sales
I'm
pitch.
sold.
Yeah, Summit X. Yeah. Like, subscribe, share, Airtime Podcast.
All right, Mark, that was your first time seeing the movie.
Correct. It was.
What'd you think?
It was great. I love Rusty so much, and I've seen his entire snowboard career and then the transition into like filmmaking, and I just can tell how passionate he is about the snowboarding and him now being a filmmaker, and I thought it was great. It was really fun.
He seems really passionate and dedicated, and he's really good at it. He did kind of express some disappointment in yourself for tapping out of filming a little early in the season. What's up with that?
All right. Well, that's thanks, Rusty. I wasn't supposed to be a part of this project.
Okay.
I wasn't planning to be a part of it, and it was kind of like we kind of got this last minute thing put together where I was like, okay, I'm going to come join you for January. BOA came on to sponsor the project to support me for joining them for January. And I had a great January. It was super fun to be with everyone. And then I moved on to some other product stuff and retailer stuff that I've been working on transitioning into with Burton. And that kind of filled the rest of my year. So
you had other obligations.
Obligations is a tough word because it's like I didn't have a choice to do it. It was kind of like a conscious choice of mine. I was like, I'm going to spend a little bit of time filming. And I was happy they let me join in and invited me on for that January. But I am kind of starting to explore like other areas of where I see myself within like the industry and how I come forward.
I think that's very wise of you. You've been in the industry for a very long time. How many years? How many years as a professional snowboarder?
Professional in the sense of like not working a summer job or
Sure.
like this is I think my 25th year on Burton.
Okay.
But not working a summer job, you know, like when I first moved to Whistler, I did bricklaying, I did excavation, I did all that stuff. So I would say I'm probably at like, I guess, maybe around like 16 years.
That's a long, solid career, and you should be
Yeah.
very proud.
Thank you very much.
What do you think it takes to be a professional snowboarder in today's world?
The key word there is today's world.
Yeah, it's different from when you started, for sure.
Incredibly different. It
Yeah.
was like, and I don't put this lightly where I say it was simpler. It was easier to understand of what you needed to do to become a professional snowboarder.
To me,
Yeah.
it seems like the formula was more straightforward.
Exactly. There was like the contest route, or, you know, you do contests to get recognition and companies start to trust you. And then companies will then, you know, if you wanted to move into filming, they would start putting you into projects and you would start filming projects. And that was kind of the natural, that was almost like the formula at the time. And a really good snowboard video part would basically like begin a career. Like there were those options and avenues back then. And I feel like right now there's so much out there. There's so much noise, and there's so much with social media, movies, contests. You know, companies, are they looking at video parts as much as they used to? Are they looking at contests, or are they looking like at nothing? You know, like,
Yeah, what do they want?
what
from
do they
us?
want? So, and I feel for a lot of the younger riders coming up right now, because it doesn't seem like there is that formula for them to follow. It is very like independent. It's very like up to them. It's up to them to find their own way. It's up to, you know, like mentors to help them through that. So it's a very hard area to navigate right now. Even for myself, like as I'm getting older, it's not like I'm just like chilling, you know. It's like I'm constantly reinventing myself. Where can I continue to deliver value? Like I'm not getting paid like what I used to, you know, like that has also changed. So it's like there's so much constantly changing every year.
Yeah. It's almost, people are kind of empowered to take things into their own hands, and that could create opportunity for them, but it's just it's all very blurry these days, where it used to be kind of, you have expectations from brands, you follow through with those expectations, you have a career. But
yeah,
seems
it's true. The way you put that too, where it's like, yeah, you are more empowered to make your own career. Like you can put yourself out there, but it's almost at the point now, it's like you can be known and almost not have any sponsors.
For sure.
So it's like there's that to navigate too, because before it was like you were known because your sponsors helped you get into that position.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's tough.
It's different. It's tough. You mentioned mentorship. How important do you think that is in the snowboard world?
I think that's very important depending on the area that you are in. I want to be careful the way I answer this, because it's like with contests and, like all the kids have coaches. It's all based on national teams. Like if you're not part of a national team, it's incredibly expensive to go and do like the airbags and all the contests that you need to do to get the invitations to ride in like other major events. But when it comes to, say, backcountry filming or street filming, there's so much of like do-it-yourself mentality. But to shortcut that, like I made a lot of mistakes when I was younger, and I learned how to shortcut some of those mistakes through learning from Sean Johnson, from Kevin Sansalone, from Simone. Like these people helped me get through the things where I like was just trying to figure it out on my own. And that's ways now where older riders can help some of those young kids not necessarily make the same mistakes, or at least shortcut their progress of becoming the rider that they can be, instead of trying to constantly figure it out for themselves.
Yeah, to me, it's from the outside, it seems like riders like Brin and Jack and Sean, given the opportunity to be taken out with people that have been in the backcountry for 10, 15, 20 years, like yourself, Matt, Chris, that mentorship seems like it really elevates their ability to make things happen out there.
Yeah, I personally think it helps for sure. And I've seen their riding. Well, I mean, Brin is just like naturally just incredibly good. Like you can't teach that guy anything, but you can help him in certain areas, I guess. But and I think, and I'm not speaking for myself, but other or top tier, incredibly talented professional riders, bringing on somebody younger almost gives like, not necessarily a stamp of approval, but like to a lot of the industry, if Mikey Renz is helping someone, then the industry is going to look at that kid and be like, if Mikey's helping this person, that means that this kid is worth looking at. They clearly have a talent. So like, what are they up to? Like Cicerelli, when he was transitioning from contest riding into the backcountry, and we were helping him with that, he had already proven himself, but like to shortcut him making it as like a backcountry snowboarder and soon to be NST champion, before he had won, it was like, how can we help you skip some of the steps that we struggled with? Because we know you're an incredibly talented rider. We know you're going to learn and pick up the backcountry very fast, but there are like the learning hurdles that take some riders 5-10 years to figure out, and let's see if we can get you past those.
Yeah, it's not like the actual snowboarding that they're taking lessons in. It's the navigating the backcountry.
Yeah, we used to joke that there were some riders that you would basically just have to take them to a lip and then they would get a trick. Instead of like them just being like on a snowmobile and be like, okay, go figure it out. It's like, okay, we'll go and like show you how to find a jump, show you how to build the jump. Here's a lip. And they drop in and you're like, that's why you're one of the world's best.
Yeah, because the process of getting to that lip is actually so much harder than anyone understands. Yeah. So anyways.
Yeah, I mean, like we always say, it's not to make excuses, but like the backcountry is like a lot of a video part or a lot of person seasons can be made up in 10 days or 15 days of the backcountry if you know what's going on and all the things fall into place. If you are going out there every single day and you're trying to learn and you're coming across these barriers, it's like that's going to make that season harder. And yeah.
And if you miss out on those 5 to 10 good days of the season, you're fucked because the days are getting more and more limited, it seems like.
Yeah, you have 8 good days a year and you had sponsor obligations and you missed 3 of them. That right there is missing like 40% of your year.
Yeah, stressful.
Yeah.
Anyways, so you are transitioning a little bit into a different role with Burton.
Yeah, I mean, my role with Burton, like I am still technically like a team rider. I'm still paid as a team rider. Like that isn't changing, but I am kind of looking, like I've been filming video parts for 20 years, and like there's changes that I want to make. There's other ways that I want to see if I can deliver value. I still, like at the end of the day though, I still want to be a professional snowboarder. I still want to make sure I'm out there doing the tricks that I want to do. I still want to produce content that's like as best as I can make it. That's not me kind of like stepping off the gas. But if I've been doing that for 20 years, it's like, let's look at other ways to freshen this up. Where over the course of like the experience that I've gotten, can I deliver more value? Where can I work into product? Where can I speak about product? If I'm working on it, why shouldn't I be the person that's also speaking about it to help people understand about why product is designed a certain way?
Right.
So it's more me just kind of like the way I like exploring the backcountry to find new things. It's like the same thing. It's like I'm exploring my career to find new ways that I can deliver value and be entertained and be like motivated within my space.
Expanding your skills.
There you go. Great way to put it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I'm trying to do right now.
Yeah, you're doing great.
And I'm taking notes from you.
Wow.
How to provide value.
It's easier looking at it, how can I provide value, rather than if I'm filming a video part being like, how can I deliver entertainment?
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like, what are people taking away from the videos that we make? You know, if I'm making YouTube videos, it's like, I'm not just making stuff that's fun and then hoping people are entertained. It's like, what can somebody learn from it? Or what can I teach them? If they're going to buy something, how can I educate them more on that product so they're making the best decision?
Yeah. Well, I think you bring a lot of value to the snowboard industry, and I'm glad you're here.
Thank you very much, Darrah. That's very nice of you to say.
Do you still have so much fun when you go snowboarding?
Yeah.
Cool.
I think I'm having more fun snowboarding now than I did 10 years ago. Because 10 years ago, or like, you know, in that like 2013, 14, 15, I feel like there was like danger pay, and I felt like I had to ride a certain way, and I was hitting the biggest shit. And I feel like now that's kind of like off the gas a little bit. I still want to ride really well, but I want to ride the things that I want to ride. Mm-hmm. So like when I strap in, I'm like excited to go and snowboard. It's not this like I have to snowboard or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So everything that I feel like I'm doing and I'm making, it's like decisions based on me wanting to go and do that and being excited to go and do that.
Yeah. If there's one thing I've learned over the years, it's to only snowboard on things when I want to like things that I want to snowboard on, you know, because if it's something that you're not really into, it just ends up being stressful and it doesn't look good and it's not fun and that doesn't look good anyways.
And it's like, I always say like December is my favorite month of snowboarding because we're not filming. We just get to be back on snowboarding. It's the excitement of snowboarding again. There's tons of powder everywhere. We're riding the resort most of the time with our friends that maybe we don't get to ride with if we're out filming.
Yeah.
So that December motivation of like the fun that I have is now what I want my year to look like. If I'm not going to film like 4 months out of the year, you know, and like be dedicated to filming, it's like, okay, I'm going to go film when I can and when it works, but I'm also like making sure that I'm out there having fun and doing the snowboarding that I want to do with the people I want to do it with.
Yeah. Cool. Happy for you.
Thank you.
Very
Thank
nice.
you.
Thank you.
What's up, Darrah? How
Hi,
you doing?
Sean. I'm so good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic.
This is your big night.
Yeah, it's a big night. It's fun. It's always nice when we get to share our snowboarding with the people we love the most in the Whistler community.
Yeah, and it's so fun to have a premiere at a theater. It kind of feels like the old days.
Yeah, it's actually coming to this theater was for a Manboys movie premiere, and it was what made me decide to want to start filming backcountry snowboarding.
Wow.
So, and it's my first time having a movie premiere here, so it's really special.
This is really special. I didn't know that. I'm so happy for you.
I actually snuck into this theater because I was underage. I think I was 18 at the time. And I used Mikey Cicerelli's ID to sneak in, and I was dressed as Mark Sollors because there was a Halloween premiere. So I dressed as Mark Sollors wearing a monster hat and a red coat and put a beard on. It's hilarious.
Look at you now.
So it's really special to be here.
Okay, love it. So you filmed for The Realm last winter. How did that go? How was your winter? How was the snow? You had an injury. Tell me everything.
Yeah, the winter was a little bit interesting. It was a little different than I would have expected. I had been kind of battling an injury throughout the whole year. It went a little undiagnosed, but I had shattered my shoulder blade socket and tore all my ligaments. But lucky enough, I was still able to get out for a few days and kind of get a couple clips here and there before having to go under the knife. And it was really good. I think it was like a learning lesson. As much as I don't have a full part, I'm proud of the fact that I was able to even get out there and board. And I'm even more excited this year now that I'm 100% healthy and I've had some time away to kind of like reset my body. So
yeah. So you had surgery.
Yeah.
When was that?
I got surgery beginning of March, end of February, beginning of March, but I kind of tapped out kind of like end of Feb, but didn't really snowboard much in Feb. I was kind of limping along the last couple of weeks trying to make it happen, but it wasn't really happening. So then I pulled the plug.
Short season for you, but still, I'm sure you managed to do a lot of cool things.
Thank you. Yeah, it was fun. You know, it's like anytime I get to spend some time out in the mountains with my best friends, it's the best thing ever, especially with this crew, to be with Stalle, Torgeir, Brin, Darce, Raz, and like kind of have some new energy into the crew. It was really special, and I can't wait to see those boys' parts because this is the first time I haven't seen everyone ride all winter, so it's going to be like fresh and exciting to see what those boys got up to.
Yeah, I heard that no one's seen anything of the movie yet, so this is a big reveal for everyone.
I haven't seen anything. I haven't even seen my stuff.
So exciting.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm pretty anxious.
Yeah.
Like normally I'm super in the booth with Rusty where like we're all giving her ideas. And this year, because I was hurt and I had nothing, I was just kind of like, Rusty, do your thing. Now I'm like, oh God.
I hear that Rusty can be trusted, and he's doing a great job.
Of course, Rusty is he's like one of the goats, and he makes sick films, and he's always made 6 films, and it's gonna be amazing.
I'm so excited. You guys all seem like really good friends. You seem like really good friends. Does everyone actually get along really well when they're filming in the backcountry and when the season's all said and done?
Yeah, we're all really good friends. I mean, Darce, I've been his neighbor for like 9 years now, and Rasman's like family. And I lived with Mikey for a bunch of years, and I looked up to Sollors and Stolly and Torgier and Brin. So we're all really good friends. As much as you could imagine, like there's bickering going on when you spend
tension
every day in the mountains, and you're like day 6, no clips. But at the end of the day, we're all good homies, and we just snowboard, so we don't really care.
Yeah, that's nice.
We're all pretty laid back humans. You know how it goes.
I was just wondering if it was an illusion or if...
No. I mean, we're all loose cannons.
Yeah.
We're homies, but yeah.
Cool. I asked Chris this, and I want to ask you, what's something about filming in the backcountry that you think most people probably don't know?
It's a fucking grind.
Mm-hmm.
As much as it's not a full-time, like, job, it's like we're out there. It consumes my whole life. Come November 1st, it's the only thing I think about. And I always say to my family, my friends, partners in life, I'm always like, come November to April, I become a different person. And that's what consumes my life. And that's all I do is snowboard and lay on the floor and stretch.
Yeah. Do you ever think like, I dreamed my whole life of doing this, and now I'm out here and it's the hardest thing I've ever fucking done, and like maybe question?
I would be crazy to say, yeah, of course I've questioned it, but it's also the most fulfilling thing. That's what I feel like in life. That's what makes things fulfilling and feel good, is when you have to like work so hard at it and you focus on it.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, in the moment, there's definitely moments where I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's minus 30. I'm on top of this scary ass step down.
I've been up since 4 a.m.
Yeah, it's day 6, no clips. But no, not that. But I get clips every day. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
But that's what like I love about it. I love like the whole process. Like you're out there in the trenches with the boys, getting it, trying to make it happen. So yeah, there's moments where you're like, what the fuck? But in the end of the day, it's always so worth it. And I feel like premiere night is what makes it feel worth it, when we get to share what we've done and worked so hard on throughout our whole winters, and share it with our friends and have a night and have a couple bevies. And
yeah. It is really special, and it is such a grind, but this time of year I feel like we're all craving getting back into that grind. Like it doesn't feel right, like not working that hard, you know?
Oh yeah,
like,
I'm losing my mind. This morning I was swimming at the lake at like 7 a.m. because I was like,
you're like, I need to suffer.
What do I do with my life? I was like, this is boring.
How long have you been sledding for?
I've been sledding for... So it'll be my 6th year sledding, and my fifth video project I've worked on. But when I started sledding, I took a year pretty much off of snowboarding and only sledded to learn how to sled.
I was going to say, I heard from Aaron Leyland that you took a full year to just focus on learning how to snowmobile so that you could then go and film the following years and not have the sledding part be so stressful, because that is a very stressful part of filming when you don't know how to sled. So if that's true, you took a year to...
Yep, I took a year, and I think it was the best thing I ever did, because I think in a crew it's really important to be like, there's only so many good days out there, and you need to be proficient. And now I feel proficient on my sled, and it's way less scary. And when I'm actually hitting something, I'm not stressing about how I'm going to get out of the zone. I'm confident that I'll be able to get in and out of places. And it just makes the whole process easier. And that's my biggest advice to someone wanting to get into backcountry snowboarding, where I'm like, fuck the snowboarding. Not every snowboarder, but like most snowboarders can figure it out and learn that process. But the learning curve of sledding is really hard. And you don't need the learning curve of sledding with the learning curve of backcountry snowboarding.
Yeah. My next question was going to be if you had any advice for people trying to get into the backcountry and film video parts in the backcountry. And I think you nailed it. Take a year and learn how to snowmobile.
Yeah, and just like it's like my parents always drilled it into me when I was younger that life's a marathon, not a sprint, and you don't need to rush into things, and like take the time and do everything and take the proper steps to do it right first time, so you're not like having these like gaps in your career.
Yeah, I think you're doing it right, and I'm so excited to see what you do this year with a healthy shoulder.
Thank you.
You've been working hard at the gym?
Yeah, I've been spending a lot of time in the gym.
How many push-ups you got in you? How many chin-ups?
I don't know.
But you're strong.
Okay, I'm gonna. Fuck, I sound so goddamn corny for
He's
saying
a jock.
this.
It's okay.
But there was
So
a
am I.
point where I was doing 300 push-ups a day because I was like so angry and just so motivated to get healthy and strong. But now I switched from push-ups. Now I swim laps around the lake.
Oh, that's good for the shoulder.
Yeah, this morning I was in my wetty with my boots and my gloves, and I walked my surfboard up to the lake, and everyone's like, "How are the waves up there?" I'm like, "Fuck you guys, just let me go swim my laps. You don't know what I've been through the past year. I just need to get this thing strong because I'm never dealing with it again."
So if you see Sean Miskiman in Whistler at the lake with a surfboard, just don't ask questions. He's doing his rehab.
It makes, I get really awkward and nervous. Trust me, my biggest anxiety is sitting in my truck being like, shit, who am I going to see today?
Yeah, I couldn't do it. So good for you.
Thanks, Darrah.
I can't wait to see you out there strong next year.
Thank you. I'm excited too. It's nice. Last year I was going into the winter like really stressed, being like, I hope I could make it through this winter in one piece, and I was doing everything I could. And now this year going in, being like, damn, I'm in the best shape I've ever been, and I'm like mentally and physically, I'm like, I feel refreshed and excited, which is really nice.
Yeah, that's so good.
It makes like even tonight easier. I'm like, it's done and over with. On to the next.
This is going to be a good night, and this year is going to be the sickest year ever.
Yeah, it's always, and say this every year, but we're due for a fucking good winter.
We're due for a good winter.
I say it every year, but this year we're really due.
It's happening.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet. Thanks, Darrah.
Thank you.
Airtime Podcast.
So we actually kind of forgot about you, but you're in the movie as well.
I
Who
am.
am I here with?
You're here with Jody Wachniak.
What did you do last winter?
I worked a lot on airtime, maybe too much. So it affected my professional career, which I'm fine with. And
Well, you couldn't tell from watching the movie. Great work out there.
Oh, come on. I went to Japan for 2 weeks, and then I got a couple days sledding, which was nice, but there's room for improvement.
How was your stress level all winter on a scale of 1 to 10?
It went through the roof. Okay. It was a breaking point. It was idling at a 9. 2 weeks ago, it hit a 10, and I almost did the whole like, oh no, and like collapsed to the ground. But then I didn't. Drank some water, got back in the ring, kept editing.
Drink water, get back in the ring.
Watch YouTube videos if you get into editing you want to have shortcuts. Because if you're editing anything and you don't have hotkeys on your computer, what that is are little cheat codes to make the editing process quicker. If you don't have that, you're wasting a lot of time. And I don't know if I'm being that efficient. Sorry.
All right. So anyway.
Anywho.
You setting yourself up to snowboard more this winter?
I want to snowboard more this winter than I've ever snowboarded. That's the priority. Filming actually might come secondary in my head. I'm like, I think that I've been filming priority and working on airtime priority for so long. But the only reason why I was trying to be a pro or start airtime was to snowboard more, to be able to snowboard more. And I think that I'm in a unique position where I can maybe just snowboard as much as possible. And while I'm snowboarding, I'm gonna edit on the road and stuff. It's still gonna be a giant workload, but I want to not lose some tricks, and I want to get better at snowboarding, and I want to have that be a bit of a focus because I can feel myself getting stuck in like some sort of a redundancy. Like I'm a little bit like, I want to try again for a bit, and like learn some stuff maybe.
I have 2 things to say. One, I don't think anyone will ever get tired of seeing the Jody style like slashes and shifties and airs. So you're good. But
I am.
2, I like that you came to that full circle realization where you took a step back and you were like, why am I doing this? Oh, because I want to snowboard lots, but I haven't been snowboarding lots. So now I'm going to snowboard lots. Very wise.
It honestly, it kind of hit me. I was like, at the end of last year, I was riding at Woodward at uninvited.
Mm-hmm.
I was doing hot laps. Salt Lake City, uninvited, great vibes, sunny outside, wicked event, by the way, wicked. And I was like, I want to get better at, like, I know that it's all still there, and some stuff was clicking by the end, and I was like, when you have a couple good days in a row, and you're kind of unlocking new levels, and you're like, whoa, that is there, or like, I can do this, and I was like, I kind of want to fucking like film some shit that I'm like proud of. And I am proud, like I'm proud of the clips that I got in this, but I want to like
have it kind of be all of the hard work I've ever put into snowboarding. I want the coming years to maybe be some of the best shit I've ever done.
Yeah.
I really want that.
Yeah, I talked with a few of the other people about just sort of what filming in the backcountry is like, and a couple people said it's surprising how little you get to snowboard, like just how little time you spend strapped into your snowboard when you are filming a video part, especially in the backcountry. It's just like, it's kind of crazy. You're a professional snowboarder, but you don't snowboard that much. So I think this is a great plan. Snowboard more.
And if you don't snowboard much, you get in your head because you slowly slip away from the skill set you had, let's say as an AM or just a weekend warrior or someone who rides a lot. Like that's like, professional snowboarding comes with a giant sacrifice that you don't really realize when you're looking at that when you're a kid and you don't realize what that actually means. And now having done that for so long and I know what that means, I know that it takes a giant hit on you from many angles, relationships, money, whatever, self-sacrifice. It's crazy. But you also slowly can get worse at snowboarding if you really don't prioritize like boots on the ground boarding, like going to a rope tow and getting your laps in, or like just riding the park. And so, yeah, we're going to be fucking boarding this year. I'm just going to ride a lot.
Because I'm fucking boarding.
Because unlike we grew up with these classics who are, you got Andrew Jeeves, Jay Kuzik, Kevin Griffin. There's obviously a bunch of others, but those three in particular, they don't really need that much time on the board to be.
Don't. You and me, we need time on the board.
But that's fine.
We have no natural talent. We work hard, but we need the time on the board.
You got to know what kind of floats your boat and what kind of works for you, and no one person's like life thing is the same. So for me, it's time on the board, like get your reps in. But I know if I get my reps in, every once in a while I'm riding and I'm like, it's like, damn, it feels good. And I want to get back to that place because it's magical when you're kind of like, I think someone like when I see Ben Bullock, because maybe not last year because I didn't see his riding very much or whatever, but years previous, I've seen him just with, and Nick Haringa is another great example. Robin Taylor, Andre Benoit, these riders that are like, they are snowboarders. They still live in a place that allows them to snowboard full time. They are not professional by the means of like, they're not trying to like be in videos and film, and they're not making a necessarily full-time living from this thing, but they do it so much and they're fucking so good. Like Nick Haringa's board control from just snowboarding so much. And Ben's is like, it's exceptional. And I, as someone who's filming and like working on the brand and stuff like that so much, I'm like, sometimes I'm like, wait, all the hard work I'm doing is to get to that. And I need to prioritize that. Well, the body's still feeling pretty good, you know?
Yeah.
And, or decent enough, you know?
Okay.
I mean, could use a full tune job for sure.
5-year plan, snowboard a lot, build airtime, hire some employees, film more video parts.
100%. The goal
in that order.
The goal right now with airtime is to get as many people that I've been like, you know, you're doing this interview and absolutely crushing it. You got Rob who's doing photography and the lighting and the news and so many things, and Derek and Russell and the list goes on and Jesse and so many people that love snowboarding are like, hey, like you're kind of working hard at this thing, and I like snowboarding a lot, and I think that maybe being involved at some level would be kind of cool. Like, can I? And I'm like, yeah, you're like, that's exactly who I want to be involved. So like using snowboarding as much to get a good group of people to go out and go snowboarding is kind of the end goal. And I think we're getting there, and I think the right people are coming on board, and I am proud of where it's going and stuff. Although sometimes I just want to like just burn it all to the ground and quit. Somebody sends me a nice DM and I'm like, oh, I'm going to keep pushing. And then I'm like, I want to quit so fucking bad right now. And then I'm like, and then like Grenier, shout outs Grenier. He's always been super down. I've never really said this, but fuck it. He's always been like so supportive, like calls me all the time. He's like, you know, hits me up when something's dope. And like to have somebody that you already look up to, like hit you up and be like, yo, keep going. It's pretty sick because it is a competitive space. And you being in female snowboarding know that space because it used to, at least from an outsider who was looking at it, the female space was so small that women would often like unfortunately be like, hey, like this is kind of mine. And it was like, you're trying to like, and I thought Grenier was kind of in that position. Like, hey, like there's only so many people who want to listen to snowboard podcasts.
Yeah.
And he always made it feel like, no, like you're like, keep doing your thing. And so the nod was nice. And anyways, shout out, listen to the Bomb Hole. Shout out to the Bomb Hole. Chris Grenier, Silk D.
Shout out Grenier. Yeah, I think that is really sick of him because he could easily just be like, that's my competitor.
Exactly.
I don't want to help that guy.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. Okay, so what you were saying all that, and I was thinking the special thing about snowboarding is the community. And if there's one thing we've realized in recent years is how special our community is. And I think both you and the Bomb Hole are just contributing to making that community even more special and connecting people, and just it's just nice. So thank you.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of what they're doing, and I'm excited to work just as hard as Chris and other people to create that space. Because it's selfishly at one point it's not just for you, because somebody who's listening to these like amazing figures in snowboarding that I like idolize and care about or whatever, have great stories. It's like if you share that with people and those people get inspired or make a better life decision, it's like that there is some importance to that right now in this weird world that we live in, where like a lot of people who don't agree just hate each other. And I think like through having non-political conversations, so when people tune in, it's very like relaxing, but to realize that, hey, there are a lot of different people in the world that think differently than me, and like that's okay. You know what I mean? That's like everyone on here is a snowboarder. Everybody knows, like, you got Chaz Goldman, Travis Rice, Jed Anderson, you know, Corey Smith. It doesn't matter. Daryl Mathis, all these unique characters, Cale Hill, you know, the list goes on. Everyone's different, but like if you're from another discipline, you don't just hate somebody who's riding half pipe that's incredible at that. You're like, yeah, it's different, not my approach, didn't want to ride pipe, but fuck yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, if we could take that into life and just like not love everything everybody's doing, but like just fucking be a little bit nicer to each other, it could be kind of cool.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Beautiful analogy.
Right? Maybe.
We don't have to be the same, but let's all get along.
Yeah, wouldn't that be nice?
Just sum it up.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm
hang out with your dad.
I'm gonna go hang out with my dad and have some drinks. Shout out to Darrah Reid, Rob, love you all. Thanks for tuning in. Big fan. Thank you.
Airtime.
We're trying our best.
Like, subscribe, share, Airtime Podcast.